Hi everybody, this is a quick tutorial on the Wily machine fight in Mega Man 4. So after you've completed the 8 Robot Masters in the refights, there'll be another ninth capsule to appear, and you have to fight Wily Machine, as we all know, typical in most Mega Man games. Um, Basically what this tutorial is going to show is a way to do the fight quickly and fast, especially if you have the ability to damage boost. And it's also going to show you a way to do it in case your HP is low and you don't have hit points to waste, therefore you have to do the fight damageless. Um, both the beginning of the fight, both beginnings of the fight for Phase 1 are exactly the same, actually. It's really only Phase 2 that you have to worry about. Phase 1 is very easy to dodge if you really need to. You can take it a little slow if you really need to. But ultimately, that fight is actually incredibly easy to avoid damage in. So I'm going to show you first, though, the damage version. So the first part of this fight is pretty straightforward, actually. All you're going to be doing is getting up close to Wily Machine about here. And you'll be able to avoid every single one of his shots will go over your head, and you don't have to worry about them hitting you. What I like to do off the start of the fight is try to maximize my hits. So what I'll do is I'll jump up, get a hit in, and then I'll jump up again to get a hit in a second time, but I'll have to sort of move to the left a bit because his first bullet's going to be coming at me. And then I'll do a little short hop to get a third hit in because he's going to be coming back down. So it's kind of confusing, but I'll play the video here and you'll see it a little bit. So there's the first hit. I'm going to jump up again a second time. Now, if I don't move left, this bullet's going to hit me, so I have to move left to squeak underneath of it. And then he's coming back down, so I can hop up again and get a third hit in before I get even into position where I want to stand. Now, I just have to stand here and jump up when his bullets are basically not above my head. And continue as best I can to keep him in iframes for as long as possible. Alright, so now that this hit is gone off, he has one hit point left. Now here's a glitch about Mega Man 4 that some people might not know about. Drill has some really weird laggy effects on Mega Man 4, and if you hit Wily Machine with his last hit point, if you hit him with Drill on his last hit point, the lag caused from the animation of the explosion from the drill shot is actually going to cancel out Wily's second phase HP from filling up from all the way at the bottom. And as we all know, Mega Man 4 health fills are very long and slow. It's about 4.3 seconds to have your health fill from 0 to full. So we really don't want to sit through that. But if we hit him with a drill, it cancels it to about here, and it only fills up like the last 3 or 4 HP and makes it actually go by quickly. Also, there's a second reason why this is beneficial. There's another glitch that if you hit him with drill shot, your next drill shot that you hit him with in the second phase will deal double damage. It's something really weird about hitting him with his weakness on the last hit and the health filling up. It's for some reason then thinks that the next drill shot, it like somehow compiles the damage that it deals weird, and it does double damage on the first hit. So you're actually going to see me deal 8 damage on my first drill in the next phase because I hit him with drill here. So I'm going to hit him, I'm going to change the drill here, I'm going to hit him once. Now look, you can see his HP up here at the top is already almost full. And I don't have to wait for all this to fill up, it's just these last 4 ticks, and the fight is already ready to go. Now, watch his HP drop to about here with this first drill. So you can see, I'll try to pause it here, there. So with one drill, I've done double the damage because I hit him with a drill on the last hit of the first phase. I'm not, again, sure 100% why this happens because I haven't really delved into the code, but I guarantee you that that'll happen 100% of the time, every time, if you shoot the last shot of the first phase with drill. And now the idea of this fight after that is to basically hit him with drills as soon as possible and keep him in iframes. And because I've got lots of hit points, I can damage boost the fight. I don't have to worry about dying. So jump up again, and if anybody who's played 4 before, or if you haven't played 4 and you don't know, you can't let the drills go and hit him. You have to hit B again to explode the drill in front of his hitbox right here, which is this little blue orb. So make sure that you explode them before it actually hits him. You'll notice I'm taking an intentional damage boost here so that I can get my third shot in to keep him in iframes. I now still have iframes, so I'm going to get my 4th shot up here, and I don't have to worry about getting hit by this other ball down that went down here on the screen. Jumping up again to get my next hit in, I'm going to damage boost again. Get my shot in, I take damage, but it's okay. Jump up again during iframes so I don't get hit by this ball, and hit him again for the last hit, and down he goes. It's a pretty simple fight. It's just a sort of a practice about getting the jumps up. He does sometimes shoot his fireball things across the screen a little bit awkwardly sometimes, but you can always do the fight this way if you've got HP. That fight will work 100% of the time. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the same fight, but if let's say your hit points were like at 4 and you were one-hittable. If you got hit once, you were going to die. So the idea for the first phase is exactly the same. Same sort of movement. I want to get my jumps in, but make sure I'm not getting hit by the fireballs. There's nothing really fancy about it. Just don't jump, basically, when the fireball's over top of you. Again, switch to drill for the last hit point. Get that hit point in, that skips the health fill. And now we're going to do a damageless fight. Now, the key to a damageless fight for this Wily machine is kind of scary in some ways, but it's actually stay close to Wily machine. If you can keep about this distance, so about the distance, I guess, of a 16 by 16 block that would be normally like a single block slide kind of thing for most Mega Man games, that's advantageous. Don't forget, though, that you still need to explode the drills. So that's usually a problem that can happen, is sometimes you'll miss some shots. And I actually did that in this fight to show that you need to tap B twice very quickly to get your hits in because you're so close to him. But you need to get a jump off to hit him as soon as this phase starts, because what that's going to do is it's going to manipulate his first shot straight across the screen. Then you're going to hesitate and then jump up once he's about to shoot a second one, because that'll manipulate it down. And you're going to basically manipulate his shots to go this way, this way, this way, this way, by doing this set pattern here. So because I jumped and shot here, it's going to go above me. Now this one's going to go below me, and I'm going to jump up and get my next shot. And it's just that pattern. And if you don't explode them fast enough, that's what happens. They will bounce off of him. So you need to make sure that you explode the drill before it hits him, basically. And that's all it really is to it. It's sort of like a back and forth movement. I'll rewind this again and show it off again. It's manipulating his shots to go one high, one low, one high, one low. And it's just this process. This back and forth to the left can help you as well, because you have to keep that distance from Wily Machine. You want to keep that same sort of rough distance, distance from his hitbox. Takes some practice for sure, but that's the strat that I've used ever since I fought that fight Buster only as a kid. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to Wily Machine. Damage boosting and not damage boosting.